my stroll. I'll be high stepping, y'all, letting the joy unfold. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden, living my life like it's 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 golden, golden.
This is the new Jackie 33, and it's almost June of 2019. It's been a while since I've been here, about 4 months, a little less than 4 months since you've heard from me last. But before I start, as promised, I got my quilting website up. And the address is There's Love in Every Stitch at Weebly.com. Please note, I'm sharing this not for sales so much, but because of my love of quilting. Because as you know, I give away stuff. I have a business that makes no money. 98% of things I make go for gifts. And the weight loss community, I've made over 100 items and given them away. So I want to share my love and hope you like it. I hope it makes you smile. Okay, this video is supposed to be about update/WLSFA, but it's not. I don't shut the hell up. So I have way too much to say about the conference. So it's going to be a separate video about that. So you don't hear from me for 4 months, but then I come back twice in a day. Go figure. That's me. It's ironic. Today's stats will not come first. I'm going to do stats in the end. I'm going to talk about my trips first. Most of our vacation trips come in the first half of the year. Part of that's because hurricane season starts in June, and that's where we spend most of our time on that end of the world. And part of it's because that's what we do. Logic sometimes goes out the window. My first venture was my quilting retreat, as I told you. Went to Lancaster, 3.5 days of sewing, nonstop sewing. My roommate was a new Delamonian, new person from Delaware by way of Wisconsin. And she can quilt, and we had a good time. Once again, quilt heaven. I worked on 3 quilts, and you should see them about. Here. While I was there, I got this, one of the members was selling quilting themed t-shirts, and I got this t-shirt. Look at this. Does that t-shirt say me? Yes, it does. Badass. About a week later, it was time to go on our cruise. The man and I went on the Law of the Seas for 8 days. And I told you in the video that my eating was going to be out of control, and it was. I did exactly what it said. I gained 5.5 pounds. My baby belly won't let me eat lots of quantities of food, but it doesn't stop my brain from thinking and planning on the bad behavior that I was going to be doing and did. Newbies, don't follow me. Don't do that. Don't follow me at all. You're gonna see I'm paying for this bad behavior. On the cruise, we did cross off some things on our bucket list. One of the things we did was silent dancing. I loved it. You put these headphones on, you listen to 1 or 2 different tracks, and you just dance. So for an hour and a half, I danced like nobody was watching, because nobody was watching. And I sang like nobody was listening, because nobody was listening. And Lord knows I cannot sing. So it was great. But it was so much fun. I really had a great time. Try it at least.
Hello? Alright guys, just an update. The headphones are all gone. We'll have to wait till people are finished and then we'll just come on up. They're not working. people are finished and they're leaving, and then we're going to get some new headphones. So once again, no headphones at the minute. You can go to the bar is open.
The next activity was I Fly in the Wind Tunnel. That was also a lot of fun. It gave me the sensation of skydiving. I did like it a lot. Would I do it again? Probably not. I don't like when it made my face go zoom. It distorted my face too much, and all that air in my face I wasn't really crazy about, but I did like the sensation. Like I said, would I do it again? Probably not. One thing off my bucket list, I'm good. And anytime I saw line dancing on the schedule, I was there. I did a little country line dancing, a little regular line dancing, a little waltzing. We learned how to two-step. Anything dancing, we were there. I did something called diva line dancing.
Hip, slide, clap, wiggle, slide, clap, forward, 1, 2, back, 2, tilt, double, good, hip, and a slide, clap, wiggle, slide, clap, forward,
Now, I was trying to get my sexy on. I don't think I got my sexy on, but I was trying to work it. It was fun. Another thing we did was we went on something called the North Star. It's like a sphere that goes in the air about 300 feet and then turns around 360 degrees in the air for some really breathtaking views. I really did like that a lot. Would I do that again? Yes. And I'm afraid of heights. Go figure. I did find time to find a quiet places on the cruise to read. I really don't read as much as I would love to, because when I'm sewing, I'm listening to books on tape, and I'm sewing all the time. But it was a pleasure to sit down and spend an hour a day just decomposing and reading. It was really enjoyable. So yes, we crossed some things off our bucket list. Let's see what else. About a month later, it was time for the family trip. Once a year, we get together with my ladies, and my oldest daughter has a big birthday coming up there. 4 decades. She'll be 40. Woo! We're not gonna say that too loud because she's still trying to wrap her head around it. My baby will be 37. But once a year we go on our family trip with the ladies, my mom, the man and I, and this year the trip was to St. Thomas. I wanted the kids and, they're not kids, well, the kids and my husband to see Carnival. And I kind of sort of messed up. I booked the flights, wrong dates, and we missed the most important day, which was the adult parade, and there was no hotels to be had for no amount of money, so we had to go home a day early. But we still had a good time. Our mom was able to see her home, which she sold, her friends and family, and I don't know if it was a little bittersweet for her because it'd probably be her last time. We're not going back for another couple of years, and at that point, I don't know if she can You know, every year it gets a little harder for her to travel. But she was happy to be there, and we were happy to see the family and friends. I went to the beach a few times because St. Thomas has some of the best beaches. Makes you kind of spoiled that you don't want to see dirty beaches after going there. I saw my girlfriend once again. We've been friends for 50 plus years. We went exercising together, and we were walking. My daughter wanted to go see the church we got married in, so we were walking down Main Street to see that. And I was walking and I heard, "Is that Jackie Blyden?" That's my maiden name. And I went, "Yeah, that was my high school bestie. We were partners in crime. We hung out all the time. But you know, when life happens, you do split up and you go your separate ways, and we had gone our separate ways. But we hugged and hugged, and it was so great to see her again. But what was ironic, that even though we were happy to see each other, we didn't exchange numbers. So I guess the years didn't go well for us, because I hadn't seen her since 1972. So it's been a long time. So maybe we might catch up in the future. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not looking for her on Facebook, so maybe she may see this and then call me. Maybe. Got up early in the morning to go to something called Juve. And Juve is a native parade at 4 in the morning, which my husband thought we were freaking crazy. But we all got dressed up, went out there to go. The hardest part was finding a place to park in that small island. But we got there, got to the parade, and they are crazy. They are nasty as you want to be, but they are having a great time. I stood on the side. I got my dance on, my Sing Told Me and dance on. Last time I danced in the street like that was 1971 in Brooklyn, West Indian Parade. Haven't done that since. Probably won't do that ever again. After that, we went, the day before that, we went to the native. And things for a food tasting test, but the fruits were out of season. The only thing I could find was, I'm gonna pronounce it Taman, you pronounce it Tamarind. It was nasty, I don't like them. And only thing I could find was tons of candy, all kinds of candy and tarts and meat patties. And I thought about doing a video with that, but that's bad behavior, and I'm not encouraging bad behavior even though I'm doing bad behavior. But the candy is, believe it or not, it's still in my refrigerator. It's still sitting there. They're not calling me too much, but the meat patties and the tarts were gone with a quickness. They just disappeared. I did also have my kids try a native drink called Marby, which is made out of bark. It's a fermented drink, which they thought was disgusting. My husband did too. They all thought it was disgusting. I thought it was great. I was gonna make some myself, but I realized how much sugar you put in it. Once again, bad behavior, need to stop. I need to stop. On April 1st, I did the chocolate run. That was fun. I enjoyed that a whole lot. Me and my good friend, my exercise buddy, Reba, we went and we got up early in the morning and did that. I got through, I did it in 55 minutes. That's about my average. I'm a slow walker, but I did it. I did it. next trip was the WSFLA, which we'll be following in the next video. My last adventure for the season will be in a couple of weeks. We're going back to New York for my husband's 50th high school reunion. Looking forward to that. That's going to be a whole weekend long because there's a lot happening. But you'll see it on Instagram, but you probably won't see it on YouTube. Now, okay, time for stats. You notice I don't want to say it. There's a reason for it. I have definitely have the 3-year regain. Let's start off. I am 5'4". I am 65. Oh no, I'll be 66 on Tuesday. I'm 66 years old. Well, I will be 66 years old. I started this process in September of 2015 at 254. I had surgery on February 8th, 2016. At that time, I was 136. I came to you last at 165.4. I am now 171.2. Am I happy with that? Do you want to hear me start cursing right now? Hell no. And that's the lightest curse I'm going to say on YouTube. I am not happy. I came down, before the cruise I went up to 169. After the cruise I was 165.2. I came down before the cruise, before St. Thomas, to 171.4. After St. Thomas I was 174.2. Came down to 171 before WLSFA. Came back from Orlando at 172.8. I am now 171.2. So I'm coming back down again. Am I happy with that? No. Not happy with that. I can definitely see the weight gain in my arms, my legs, my body in general. I could definitely see it. I'm no longer a size 8. I am definitely a size 10. I don't want to be a size 12. So what do I do about it? What do I do about it? I go back to basics. With that being said, I'm having a hard time going back to liquids all over again. I'm thinking about doing keto. My surgeon said keto is good for 6 to 9 months, and okay, I will give it 6 to 9 months. I've reached out to Esther and Erica, Time to Shrink, for guidance. I'll probably start in 2 weeks. We'll see. It may or may not work. If that fails, then I will definitely have to force myself. Liquid, soup, protein, back to basics. I know that works. I just don't want to do it. I have to make myself accountable again. That's what happened in the beginning. But the weekly videos on YouTube, I don't think I could do that anymore. So I will do it on Instagram. I can figure a minute, 2 minutes, give my weight, tell my guilt, move the hell on. So I think I'll do it on Instagram. Most of you guys who follow me on YouTube do follow me on Instagram, but if you don't, my Instagram channel name is the same, the New Jackie 33. Remember, you gotta let me know that you are weight loss, or I won't approve it. It's a private site. I only want weight loss, surgery, and no surgery. I don't care however you do it, as long as you do it. I'm there for support and to give support. You know, even though most of the things we talk about is not always weight related, but it's still our life. So if I see that you're weight loss, I'll approve it. If not, I won't. But once a week on Tuesdays, I think I will come in and say I gained, I lost, because I'm going to do a chart, you know. But I'm still using my book from Chella. She gave me this a year ago. Oh, gotta show you something cute. Look at my bookmark. Isn't that bookmark? Can you see it? It's a shoe. It is too freaking cute. I'm making a bunch of those now on my embroidery machine. But anyway, yeah, I have to be held accountable for what I'm doing. The This has been a bittersweet video. Yes, I am still living my best life. I'm still having a ball. I still like the way I look. I don't love the way I look. And that's ironic because in the past, I hated myself so much and I hated the way I look that everything else went downhill. It's not quite the same. 171 is not pleasant. I still look good in my clothes, but I know I'm getting to the unhealthy side again of overweight. I got nothing else to say about that. P.S. Net and I just had their surgery on Wednesday. Congratulations. I hope you're watching me from your bed and walking, sipping, walking. I'm hoping I don't have to do what you're getting ready to do right now because it is a difficult thing to do. Before I go, I want to let you know what I learned about my vitamins at WLSFA. I was taking my vitamins, Centrum Silver and Iron. And by going there, I found out that was not a good vitamin to take. It was missing things we need for my baby belly. So I'm leaving the generic vitamins and going into the bariatric vitamins. I also was taking my iron fine. So I was doing iron fine, B12 fine, and multivitamins fine. I wasn't taking my calcium. I mentioned that many years ago, and I am paying the price. I'm freaking hard at it. I got a bone density test, found out I have osteopenia, I think everything is, when I'm shrinking a little. And also, while I was in Orlando, part of my tooth chipped. So, I am now taking my calcium, which I found some I like. I hate taking them because I don't like taking them 3 times a day. It's a pain in the ass. Hold on a second. But I'm going to have to do it. That little chip cost me $300. Over $300. And my health. So I don't know which way worse. I hated that or my health. Wanted to show you one thing I got at the conference, and these are so good. They taste like Dove chocolate bars. And I could take it. They said take it only on occasion. But I gotta show you once or twice a week I will be doing this, but I am taking the other ones. Look at that. And it smells and tastes so freaking good. So I don't mind taking these, but you can't do these every day. The other ones, the other Celebrate ones, I'm doing it. I'm living with it. I'm not happy about it, but I need to not get any shorter in my old age and not lose any more teeth. Half the teeth in here are not mine, so I gotta stop. With that being said, I'm gonna come back in September. Have a great day, a great week, and I'll be watching your videos.